Language focus. The past perfect simple, the past perfect continuous. The past perfect simple is used for arranging past actions as follows. After he had done his work, he watched TV. After doing his work, he watched TV. He watched TV after he had done his work. Before he watched TV, he had done his work. Before watching TV, he had done his work. He had done his work before watching TV. He didn't watch TV until he had done his work. Having done his work, he watched TV. He had no sooner done his work than he watched TV. He had hardly done his work when he watched TV. He had scarcely done his work when he watched TV. No sooner had he done his work than he watched TV. Hardly had he done his work when he watched TV. Scarcely had he done his work when he watched TV. The past perfect continuous is also used for arranging past actions. We had been waiting for 2 hours before the plane took off. After we had been waiting for 2 hours, the plane took off. To sum up what we have said, we can say that the past perfect simple is formed of had plus the past participle, but the past perfect continuous had been plus verb ing. The past perfect simple is used to express a past action that happened before another past action happened. But the past perfect continuous is used to express a past action that was happening, was in progress, before another past action happened. Rules of the past perfect. After can be followed by past perfect, then past simple. Past simple after past perfect. After noun or verb plus ing plus the past simple. After equals as soon as or when. Before is followed by past simple, then past perfect. Or past perfect before past simple. Before plus noun or ing plus the past perfect. Before equals by the time and when. Having is always followed by past participle, then the past simple. No sooner than, hardly or scarcely, when can be used as this rule says. If we want to use no sooner than, hardly or scarcely when at the beginning of the sentence, we have to change that sentence after them in the question form. We say had plus the subject, not the subject plus had. Now, choose the correct answer. She wrote, has written, had been writing, or writes for half an hour when we arrived. After he left, had left, has left, or leaving school, he worked in ordinary jobs. When Ali went to university, he studies, has studied, had been studying, or will study English for 10 years. Although he is trains, had been training, was trained for 6 months, he didn't win. By the time he finished, had finished, or finishes reading the report, he had drank much. Now, check your answers. Find the mistake in each of the following sentences, then write them correctly. Did he print the message after he reads it? Did he print the message after he had read it? She didn't visit us until we have emailed her. She didn't visit us until we had emailed her. When we arrived, the show had already when we arrived, the show began. When we arrived, the show had already begun. Ali was unhappy because he loses his job. Ali was unhappy because he had lost his job. Hardly had she bought a new dress than she tore it. Hardly had she bought a new dress when she tore it. We can't avoid to meet bad customers. We can't avoid meeting bad customers. She slept for 5 hours when I woke her up. She had been sleeping for 5 hours when I woke her up. She has no sooner arrived than she went out again. She had no sooner arrived than she went out again. Having did the housework, she had a rest. Having done the housework, she had a rest. After doing the gardening, he falls asleep. After doing the gardening, he fell asleep. Thanks for listening with Nafham. Learn easily and simply.